What's going on, guys? Coach Joe here, back with another 5 minutes of fitness tip. And we're going to be talking all about training. So let's talk, though, since we only got 5 minutes of presser time, if you're going to the gym, okay? If you're at home utilizing some equipment or just doing body weight exercises, you still will learn from this. This still will be valuable for you. But if you're going to the gym, understand this. When it comes down to training, I really want you to keep it simple because there are so many different workout splits, different routines. There's full body, there's the bro split, there's push-pull legs, there's, the Arnold split. Like, there's so many different things to do out there, right? Don't let it confuse you at all, okay? Trust me. Keep it simple, stupid. KISS. This is what we talk about Heartletics all the time. You want to focus on training your body if you're going to the gym. First and foremost, realizing what works best for your schedule. Okay, why? Well, hey, at the end of the day, if let's say working out 6 times a week, push-pull legs is the best workout in the split to maximize you to burn body fat and build lean muscle tissue, and have more confidence and live your best life. Great, awesome. But if you can't make it to the gym 6 days a week, what's the point of even doing it, right? So you want to focus on something that works best for your schedule. Here are just some recommendations. If you're going to the gym, let's say 3 times a week, we recommend for our clients to do maybe a full body workout routine. And I'll share why here in a little bit. If you're going to the gym 4 times a week, I recommend doing a push-pull type of training split. Obviously throwing in there's some legs in there as well for each different day as well. If you're going to the gym 5 days, I do not recommend the bro split, which is one muscle group per, training session per week. And I'll tell you why I don't recommend that here in a little bit. There's literally millions of different, 5-day splits. What I feel like works the best in the terms of what I personally do and what works for our clients is things like an upper body, lower body, pull, push, lower body. I'll tell you why here in a little bit. If you're going to the gym 6 times a week, push-pull legs, right? Or doing an Arnold split variance, something like that. You don't need to work out 7 days a week. Just keep that in mind, okay? So we'll leave that out of the equation. But here's why I recommend those different type of workout splits and why I do not recommend the bro split, which is like literally chest on Mondays, like back on Tuesdays, shoulders on, Wednesdays, legs on Thursdays, arms on Fridays. It's stupid because here's the reality, okay? When it comes down to training a muscle group, you should be focusing on training each muscle group, okay, at least 2 times per week. If you're doing the bro split, you're only working out each muscle group 1 time a week. So guess what? There's 52 weeks in a year. If you can train each muscle group 2 times per week as opposed to 1 time per week, you're now getting, right, 104 training sessions per each muscle group, right, per year, as opposed to doing the bro split where it's only, 1 muscle group per week, okay? So just keep that in mind as a recommendation. Now, there are different splits out there as far as like these crazy full body splits, like, that are 5 days in the gym a week, right, full body. I don't recommend stuff like that because one, at least personal experience, it's not enjoyable. I don't get a muscle pump and it's very hard for recovery. So the splits that I recommend is just what works best, once again, for myself, as well as our members that we kind of coach over at Heartletics. Now, when it comes down to training each muscle group, this is what you want to focus on. You want to focus on progressive overload, okay? If you're focusing on progressive overload, that means you are lifting heavier each training session if you can. Obviously, you can't increase your bench press every single week, right? You can't be out there bench pressing 1,000 pounds just because you start off when you're in your late teens. No, it doesn't work like that. So you need to focus on other variables of progressive overload, ways like increasing more volume, meaning more sets, more reps, right? More volume. Different things to also focus on, let's say, decreasing the rest in between each set. That could be for straight sets, or that could be doing, let's say, supersets. That's the way I like to train with some of my workouts. But then also, there's drop sets. There's plenty of different ways to focus on progressive overload. As long as you're really focusing, right? Doesn't matter what split, as long as it, 1, works best with your schedule so that you can stick with it long term. 2, you're training each muscle group at least 2 times per week. And 3, you're focusing on progressive overload. I promise you, if you mix that with obviously the proper nutritional plan, you're going to be setting yourself up for success.